¿Qué pasó casi?
So, check this out, you guys. Yesterday, and actually for like the past 2 or 3 days here in Phoenix, the temperature dropped down below 100, so we've been kind of cool. It feels really good outside when the wind blows, and it's been overcast, so that also helps. Yesterday, I went out to the park and I saw kids wearing hoodies. I'm like, dude, are you like out of your damn mind? It's not even hoodie season around here, but that's kind of what happens every year here in Arizona. Like the temperature drops a little bit, and everybody wants to bust out their hoodies from last year or the ones they bought during the summer. Crazy. But anyways, today I'm here to show you guys. Actually, I'm here to explain to you guys when it is a good time to change the pallet peel, which is technically the tape, the backing tape for vinyl. Same thing. Here we use it to save time because a lot of people, I see that they put glue over their pallet without having anything to protect it. So after time, what they have to do is warm up the pallet, put some chemical, and then squeegee off the glue that build up a lot of lint or whatever. So I feel like that takes too long. So here we use the pallet peel. When we're ready to change the pallet peel, all we have to do is take that tape off and replace it with the new one. Very simple, takes a couple of seconds to remove it, and it takes a couple of seconds to apply it. Very simple process and very helpful. So this is how I know when to change the pallet peel. A lot of times you can go 2, 3, sometimes 4 weeks like I did with the previous one that I had, because I didn't have anything like 100% cotton or 50/50s with halftone prints or anything that's a thin material that will show the lint buildup through the print. So I got lucky. But there is other times where you will change the pallet peel, like today, and then you'll have to run hoodies. That hoodie's gonna build up a lot of lint for the next morning. Most likely you're gonna have to change the pallet peel depending on whatever it is that you're doing. So if it's not hoodies and you go back to t-shirts, then you will have to change the pallet peel. So it really depends on your next job. If you're only doing 100% cotton shirts with the one color print, and the lint is not going to show through the print because it's a thicker shirt, then obviously you don't have to change it. And a good way to keep those lint balls out of there is to use like a metal spatula like this. And before you start printing, you can just kind of like scrape off all those nasty lint balls and then glue your boards. Because if you glue your boards and then try to remove them, your hands are going to get real sticky and it's very annoying. So if the lint balls are dry with lint, you can easily dust them off and you're good to go. So that helps extend the life of your pallet peel so you don't have to change it as frequently. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. I don't know why. Give me a second. I don't know why a lot of you guys don't know about this. This is just mind-blowing to me. So a lot of people use 375, which is basically a spray adhesive for t-shirts. Does it work? Yeah, it does work very well. You can spray your board and you load your t-shirt. It's gonna stick to the board. It works just fine. Not a problem. The only issue with that, as far as I'm concerned, is how clean you like to keep your shop. So, and this all has to do with the pallet peel, believe it or not. So this, I feel like it helps the lint buildup get created a little bit faster for some reason. And at the same time, you're blowing that adhesive into your shop, and then you go print shirts, and then the lint debris or the lint that gets released from the shirts goes and sticks to that glue that's stuck everywhere pretty much. So that's how you get a dirty shop. I use it because this is what I use to stick my pellets, and it's like 4 or 5 times a day, not every single pallet for every single shirt. So this helps my shop stay cleaner, and when I do need to clean it, you guys have seen it before, I just kind of run a wet rag over the lint buildup, and I don't have to use chemicals to remove any glue because I don't use it as much, so it's good. And recently I had a question of this liquid adhesive that I use, so I order it from AST. It does come in this container, so this will last you a really long time. This usually lasts me about 3 weeks or longer sometimes. So all I do is, I'll show you. If you guys happen to order this glue from AST, make sure you ask them for some of these scrapers. They're also the ones for vinyl, but they work really well for spreading the glue on your pallets. So what I do is I just kind of spread the glue on my board, and then with the squeegee, I just spread it evenly all the way across with not a lot of pressure, but enough so that it spreads all the way and I don't miss anything. So just with that little bit that I put on there, I have a 66 piece order that I'm doing right now. It's split between men's and women's, so I have to do on the men's the left chest, the full back, and then I have to set up for the women's, which is a center chest and a nape print. So I'm gonna be changing screens, doing all kinds of stuff, but once I put my pallet peel and add my liquid adhesive to the pallets, I should be good for all the fronts and all the backs without having to spray this thing on every single shirt. I'm only gonna spray this one time, or every time that I set up a new job. Like for the left chest, I'll spray a little bit. For the full front of the women's, I'll spray a little bit. So there is that. I really, really hope that you guys pay attention to this because it's gonna help you. You don't have to breathe this nasty aerosol spray adhesive. This one does have a little bit of a smell to it, but it's just glue, so you guys can get used to this one. It's not that toxic. I think it is toxic, so I'm saying not that toxic. And take this advice. I'm gonna leave a link for Advanced Screen Technology, the guys that I use for this, which is gonna be free if you order the glue. You guys can order the 375, but you won't need a lot if you start using that one. And then I'm also gonna leave a link from the place that I ordered my pallet peel. I know it's not called pallet peel, but it's called like a white vinyl backing. I think that's what they call it over there. I'm not 100% sure, but if you guys tell them I want whatever Vega print orders, and I'm not sponsored by any of these companies, I just like to help you guys. If you guys order it, good for you and good for them. If you guys don't, then keep using your spray adhesive and keep putting glue on your boards without any tape, and keep wasting your time, I guess, because that's really all you're doing. This thing right here was like 25 bucks, maybe 30 bucks, I don't know. I just pay. I pay for this. This is gonna last me like at least 4 months because I don't change pallet peel a lot. And like I said, this lasts about 3 to 4 weeks depending on how much you use. And I think it's very affordable, and I think it's more affordable than spending a lot of time cleaning your pallets every single time, because not only you're wasting your time, you're wasting money on chemicals, and it's just not worth it. So if you guys don't know how to apply the glue, the best practice is by ordering it and doing it yourself, and as time passes by, you're only going to get better and better at it. So I really don't know how to explain how to spread the glue besides the way I just showed you. And that's going to be it for today. The only thing that I can tell you about the pallet peel, if you guys just saw how I did it, that is the best way to do it to avoid any bubbles, or to make sure that you put it on the way you're supposed to. So always order at least 1 inch or 2 wider than your pallet, just to avoid any problems. And always remember to use a very sharp blade, because this is going to make your life easier and you won't have to be having a hard time cutting through the paper. Be careful, because I have cut my hands before with this. Not fun, but do remember to use a sharp blade. that's it for today. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. If you guys have some custom t-shirts that you guys want printed, I'm going to leave a link below for my website so you guys can leave the details for that. Like the page, subscribe to the page, share it. Go to my Instagram, follow me on Instagram. I'm going to have the links for all this stuff down here, so don't forget to take a look at those. Someone asked me for the link to the GoPro. It's just a black GoPro 7, so I'm still going to put it down there just so you guys can take a look at it. I shot this with the Canon 80D, and I hope you guys have a good one. Good luck with your screen printing adventures, sirs.